How many times do you see somebody that would love to cuss their boss out and whatever, walk out of their job, but they can't? They got to keep, you got literally have to keep doing something you don't even want to do with people you don't even like, who don't even like you. All that stress, all that tension dropped on top of your head, all that raising your blood pressure, giving you all kinds of heart disease and everything else, and you have no choice. That is a recipe for depression if I ever saw one. Every study shows that when you are in a situation where you are trapped and you have no options, you are more likely to be depressed, you're more likely to get sick. So what are you gonna do? You can be mad all day. You can talk bad about people and call them names if you want. That last time I checked, that doesn't help. Preparation, preparation, preparation. There you go. That's what investing is. All investing is a financial version of preparation. All generational wealth is generational love with receipts attached. Daniel Butler, what are your thoughts on Benjamin Graham on value investing for the future? Benjamin Graham, he wrote a book with a guy named Dodd called Graham and Dodd in the 1930s called Value Investing. And that became the foundation of Warren Buffett's whole investing philosophy. And it's a great book. Warren Buffett is just a great man. I love his consistency. I like his attitude. And the man just knows how to make money. And I think it's beautiful. I think that I like about Buffett is he just keeps it real simple. You know, he just explains like, look, like if you are not able to be patient, if you're not able to have a vision long term and have some consistency about you, you will never have wealth. Warren Buffett's asset is his vision and his consistency. He sees something 10 years out. He says, if you're not ready to own a stock for 10 years, you shouldn't own it for 10 minutes. He's not gambling. He's not buying a stock on Tuesday and hoping it makes money by Friday. He doesn't do that. He becomes an investor, not a gambler. And that's how this man made all this money. So that book, I think there have been better books written since then because it was written 100 years ago. But it's a foundational piece that's very powerful and very important. And all it basically says is find measuring sticks to look for undervalued companies and invest in those companies. But there are value stock indexes and ETFs that you can purchase that can allow you to still make those investments. So let me find a value stock ETF that you can invest in, and that'll give you what you're looking for. Okay. So anyway, I see Sonia has a Trump thing going on. She's mad at Trump, buddy. Yeah, she's mad about the whole was Central Park 5, Central Park 5, is that right? Yeah, 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 yeah. So he was pretty mad. Yeah, Trump had a lot of opinions about the Central Park 5 and yeah, it's I mean, yeah, he was wrong and and I think the way I always saw it was I say, yeah, he didn't support the Central Park 5, but I don't know if I thought that they killed somebody, I don't know how I would have felt either. I just didn't I wasn't thinking about it back then because I was in high school. I know Joe Biden sent a lot of black men to prison. He sent far more black men than anybody else. So in my view, I think a lot of the things we correlate with race are really liberal conservative issues. For example, when Stephen A. Smith was going back and forth with Jasmine Crockett, everybody was saying support black women, you don't support black women, you don't support black women. But I know strong, solid black women who are Republicans, and they get torn up by black people. The same black people who say support black women, if that black woman shows up and she's a Republican, that all that support black women stuff goes out the window. So what that really says is it's not saying support black women, it's saying support Democrats or support Republicans. And I don't think anybody has a right to tell you what blackness looks like. I know some Republicans who are the most pro-black people I've ever met.